Sippers, sippets, welcome back to another episode of Pour Your Own Problems. I am your host, Mercy. And believe it or not, the internet is forever. We all have a digital footprint, and it's best that you limit that digital footprint. You think about what you put out, you think about what you're doing before you say it, before you put it out. It's amazing to me that people grab their cameras, they look at it, they record, they finish recording, they review what they done recorded, and still put it out there. I swear, I think people think that social media is a game, it's a joke. They think that social media is the new WebMD. They want to put any and everything out there, their business, where they work at. And I think it shouldn't be tolerated, especially when it comes down to your place where you work. You should not be recording your place of work, right? But time and time again, we see it over and over that people have no proof about themselves. They have no decorum. Let's review a few videos of people being let go because of them recording at work or their past come back to bite them. As always, sippers, sippets, remember, pour your own problems. I can't do it for you. Let's start the show.
Hey, boss, he ain't working.
So y'all, I got fired from Target because of the video posted. One of the managers or whatever saw it and snitched to HR or whatever, and they decided to let me go. And it was literally the day after I got engaged. So July 16th. I came to work and they was like, you gotta go, basically, in the morning. I'm like, bitch. They had no. They let me work and then they was like, you can leave. I'm like, what the hell? So fuck Target because there's so many people on TikTok, Instagram that posts get ready with me or then left going to Target, like get ready with me, go work and they didn't work or filming at work, whatever. But I get fired because I'm in my 90 days. What the hell? So yeah. Another thing is like there was other people that was working with me posting on TikTok too. So like I'm just like that's not fair. So whatever. Um God gives you what you want and you fuck it up and you just gotta learn from it. And that's me because I prayed to work at Target. I love working at Target, honestly. And I fucked it up by posting a video. And now I just can't find another job. And honestly, that's my fault. And I just gotta keep going for real. And that's okay. Just being vulnerable and transparent about this whole situation. It sucks, but it is what it is. I just think that God really wants me to focus on me, my health, content creating, and my brand. I really do because my heart and my desire is just being a celebrity, being a fashion designer. That's all I want to do. Like, I want everybody in this world to know who Jadacy is. I want everybody to know my story. I want everybody to see my mind and my art and my clothes and my fashion, whatever. I want to get back to styling. I just want to do a lot of stuff with the fashion. Like, it's just been embedded in me since since I came out my mom's womb. Like, I was dressing myself for preschool. Like, fashion is just me. I can't.
All right, before we let her finish, leave God out of it because God like things in decency and order. And what you displayed was you being out of order. And all because other people are doing it don't mean that that gives you the right to do it. All because they didn't get caught don't mean because you got caught doing the wrong thing that it's not fair. That's not the sign from God is wake up, do your job, leave home at home, leave work at work, leave your dreams at home. You're there to do a job. Sound like you prayed and was happy to have that job. Then you just got engaged. You taking from your family already. But leave God out of it. Because most of the time we have self-inflicted wounds. And you think this is a sign from God to embark on your fashion design, your journey with clothing. And in part, that may be a focus that he wants you to have. But if you think that you being fired, now if you was just let go simply because they're letting people go, that's one thing. But you were fired. You were fired for what you posted about the business. How do I know if I'm a fashion designer, if I'm a corporation, how do I know if you don't like how I'm running my business? How do I know that you are not gonna run to the internet and try to defame my brand? How do you know if somebody decides to fund you and you don't like how I operate? How I know you're not gonna run to the internet and try to defame me? Is my point. You're talking about God. You're talking about what your dreams and aspirations is, but you're clearly you're clearly misguided, and y'all love to run to the internet as if it don't live forever. And a lot of y'all digital footprints are gonna bite y'all. Y'all want to talk bad mouth these businesses. Cause my thing is, what if you make it and Target wants to put your brand that you created into their stores, but they run it back to see, oh, she said F Target. She threw us to the wayside, and you just lose out on an opportunity. You need to think before you speak. And y'all got to stop wearing y'all hearts on the sleeve as if anybody owes you anything. You work at Target. You work for a company. Just go to work and do your job. Like I always state, and I'm going to keep on reiterating it. Leave work at work, leave home at home. I just think it's crazy. But
Can't let
let's
it
keep
go.
going.
It's my passion, it's my dream, it's everything, and it's everything I want. I didn't see myself working at Target forever. I don't see myself working a 9 to 5 forever. I really don't want to. I want to work for myself. Like, I've been a boss. I've been hustling. I used to do bakeries at church trying to get money. I used to do um, jewelry, nails, all that stuff like that. There was always a way in my mind to get to the bag, like when I was younger. And I could say it kind of went away when I got older. I got into the soft girl lifestyle, so I really didn't have to. But I want that drive back for myself. And like, I'm motivating myself to get famous, to do my shit, to do what I want to do, to get on my shit. Because like, I did an interview at Burlington like some days ago, and she like asked me like, "What motivates you other than money?" Well, I didn't say money first time. She just saying like that because I guess everybody be saying like money motivates them or whatever. I'm like myself. Like, girl, I have to get up every day and prove myself to everyone in this world. I am in a wheelchair. You know how hard it is to be a black woman in a wheelchair trying to get a job? I have to prove myself 10 times more than a normal person. I'm normal, but like, I hate saying normal, but like, You know what I mean? Like someone that's able. It's just like I'm always looked down on. And I'm so fucking tired of being looked down on because I know what I can and cannot do. And I know how much I could give. And just like, I don't know. I don't know. I did my best at Target. I really did. I was on my ground floor in clothes. I was getting up out my wheelchair, everything. Like, I was really trying. And so it just like hurt my heart from that. But there was no warning, but just like, you're fired. And it's just like, damn. But this is raw. This is me. Life is not fair. This economy fucking sucks. So you gotta do what you gotta do to make it. You just gotta do what you gotta do to make it. But today I was talking to my fiance and just like, I really can't cry because like we really do live a good life. Like we live in a house, owned house. We owned the house. Um, Bills are already paid, always paid. We got health care, we got dental care, we got a car, about to get another car. It's just like we always got food, we have money to spend. It's just like that's the blessings that I have to realize and not stress about getting more money. Of course, I want more money. Of course, I want more for myself. But it's just like, okay, look at the things that you have right now, and that's what God just showed me today. And of course, my hubby said, he got me. My husband got me. So that's a blessing. Also, I'm thank God for my husband. And I'm just, I don't know what to do next. I don't want to work. I don't. I'm tired of working because I'm tired of proving myself. It's like I'm like a stay with a job 6 months max, and then just some bullshit happens. 3 to 6 months for real. It's just some bullshit happens, and it's just so annoying. Honestly, I'm like, is it me? Like, am I like slow in the head or something? Like, I don't fucking know. But it's just like your girl just want to be a stylist and fashion designer. Like, I need to get out the house also. Like, I just be planted in the house. Like, if I wasn't going to work, I'm at home. And it's just hard also because like, I don't have no girlfriends. So, like, it's just like, yes, I need to really spend more time by myself. But I spent so much time by myself. Like, high school, I was by myself, literally no friends since 11th grade to like out of college. And it just like all that just came with hurt because like I'm really nice and everything, and like I don't know, just that's a whole nother story. But I don't let nobody make me a follower. That's the whole in conclusion about that with the friends. I'm not nobody's follower. I'm always going to be the leader. So like once I'm feeling like I'm like a follower and you don't really care about me like how I care about you, then it just I gotta go. But anyways, yeah, I just want more for myself. I'm gonna try to take this content creation serious. Try to post a video almost every day. I just want the PRs. I want the brand trips. I want the sponsorships. Like, it's gonna happen. I had PR before. I get the views. I get the followers. So I know it can happen. I'm just gonna continue being myself. Continue doing what I love, which is yapping and fashion. So yeah, that's what I'm going to continue doing. And I hope you guys stick for the journey for real because I really need all the support and love. And I thank you for the support right now that everyone gives me. And yeah, your girl is sexy as shit. But
Yeah. So one of the things that I see, you know, saying her hubby gonna hold her down, she in a wheelchair, things of that nature, and I'm glad that she got a great spirit, being, having a disability and still being able to push. But if you get in jobs every 3 to 6 months, the issue may be you. And then on top of that, it sounds like your husband, and maybe this is just my interpretation, maybe because because I mean he's a husband, so him taking care of you, he taking care of his wife. Hey, kudos to him. But I think also he's an enabling your behavior, because in no shape or form should you be losing a job every 3 to 6 months. I know people that have disabilities that have been on their job for a long time until they able to find something else or get on to something else better. So I don't like that excuse. You know, I don't I don't buy into that, because if you listen to people, they're gonna tell you their business. You said 3 to 6 every 3 to 6 months you have to get a new job. And it sounds like because you getting a new job, in my opinion, because you be bored and you want to do what you want to do. That's pretty much it. But like I said, you talking about you want the sponsorships, the brands, this and that and the third. But look how you look at the first beginning of your video. Look what you are criticizing. You're criticizing a corporation, but you want corporations to pour into you. Make it make sense. But sippers, let's keep it going.
Friends, so I lost a job last week that I've been in training for over 2 months due to my digital footprint. So let's talk about it. It's honestly a really long story, and I'm not going to get into the whole nitty gritty of it because most of it has nothing to do with me. But I'm just going to tell you my side of the story. And y'all can think what you want or agree with whoever, whatever. So basically this all started 3 years ago. Yes, 3 years ago. I decided to drop out of college. So I was there for the fall semester, didn't go back for spring. So months go by, I'm not there, obviously. My friend, like my really good friend at the time, she keeps like calling me. She always keeps me updated and stuff. She keeps calling me. She's telling me like someone's stalking her, someone's messing with her, like someone busted her tires, put syrup all over her car, is leaving notes at her door, just like all this crazy stuff. Like any normal person would be like very concerned about this, like scared, like what is happening, who's doing this, whatever. She ends up finding out who it is, right? Anyways, I'm not going to get into like all that, like I said. Fast forward to August, I decided to move back to the Carolinas. So I moved back, I get an apartment. The second day I'm back, we go to Walmart. We're in the Walmart, not knowing that this girl that had been stalking her worked at the Walmart. We go into the Walmart, we're shopping. Next thing you know, this girl runs up and she's like, "Do you know me?" And we're like, and then like my friend and her go back and forth just like a little bit, like, "Okay, do you know me?" Like, and the girl's like, "Well, we can fight right now." My friend's like, "What are we fighting for? Like, if you can't give me a reason why we're fighting, I'm not fighting you." Yada, yada, yada. She starts taking off her Walmart vest, taking off her shoes, and we're like, "Girl, no." So we go outside, like, we're not fighting you. And all of her coworkers are standing around, mind you, just watching this whole thing go down. Like, men. No one's trying to like get her away from the situation, like nothing. We go outside and we call our moms and we're like, "Yeah, this girl just ran up in the in the Walmart. The girl that's been stalking and harassing, like, you know, yada, yada, yada." In the midst of all that, we're like laughing about it. We get on TikTok and we're like just making a video. We're like, "Girl, why did this girl just try to fight us in the Walmart?" And I don't remember the video verbatim because it's been 3 years and like it's really irrelevant to me by now. But I think my friend said something along the lines like, "Oh my God, I need to get a taser." And I was like, "No, bitch, you need a gun." And then we like start laughing. Was the video tasteless? Sure, whatever. So my mom sees the video and she's like, "Yeah, no, you should probably take that down." So I take it down. Somehow in the midst of me posting that video and taking it down, this girl that I don't know, never have, never will, finds my TikTok and she screen records the video. From that point on, she sends the video to my job at the time, which was Hooters. Sorry, I just had to make sure that was recording. But it was Hooters. I had worked there for like 3 years. She sends the video to my GM, corporate, and HR saying that I am stalking her, harassing her, threatening her life with a gun. She's so scared, just like all this stuff. Sends it from a fake name, mind you. And I tell my manager exactly what he pulls me into the office. I tell him exactly what happened. Like, I run the situation down from the beginning, like with details, yada, yada. He's like, "Okay, like, obviously I believe you, but since she did already elevate it to HR and everything, like, you're going to have to meet with them and you're going to have to plead your case. Like, I pled your case as much as I can." They also did reach out to my old Hooters that I was working at when I was home. And that boss also vouched for me, like, super hard. They're like, "No, she's great. She's amazing. Great work ethic," all this stuff. So I meet with HR and she's like, "Since your bosses are vouching for you so hard, like, I'm going to let this slide, but we're going to give you a first and final write-up. So if you do anything else, you're going to be fired." But like, obviously I wasn't going to do anything else. I hadn't done anything in 3 years. So that happened. I move on with my life. Next thing you know, my mom calls me and she's like, "Why are the police at my house looking for you, saying that this girl's filing restraining order on you for bullying, stalking, and harassing her?" And I'm like, "How am I bullying, stalking, and harassing her? I've never had any contact with this lady." But okay. Then I'm sleeping in my apartment one day, like here, and there's a huge bang on the door. And like, I'm still asleep, so I didn't really like wake up for it. But my roommate at the time had answered the door. Next thing you know, the cops are knocking on my bedroom door, and they're like, oh, this girl, you have to go to court. She's filing a restraining order you for bullying and harassing her and stalking her. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to court like 3 separate times. Again, this has nothing to do with me. So in the courtroom, she brings up this video, and she's like, do you feel bad? And I'm like, not particularly. Like, I mean, like, sure, the video was tasteless and like it didn't need to be posted, but like I don't feel bad because I didn't say anything. I'm like, I didn't threaten you. I didn't say anything. Yada, yada, yada. And the judge is like, my question is where she even comes into play in this situation, like me. And I'm like, I don't. Like, this situation has nothing to do with me. She just felt like I'm friends with my friend, so she's out to get me too. Anyways, so he's like, okay. So obviously she loses at court every single time because my friend also went against her. And the evidence clearly showed that she was the bully, the stalker, and harasser. We're leaving the courtroom, and her and her cousin are literally trying to like still like intimidate us and like fight us. So the cops literally had to escort us out of the courtroom. After that, I do not hear from this girl. I do not know this girl. I never did know her. Like, I barely know her name. Never seen her. I move on with my life. It's been 3 years. Literally 3 years. Fast forward to last week. Like I said, I've been in training for Pilates for about 2 months now. Last Friday at 4 p.m., I'm supposed to teach my first official class. So, like 2 days before that, the owner of the studio had sent me like the flyer for my class. So I post the flyer on my Instagram and my TikTok to get people to come to my class. I get people to come to my class, and that Thursday night, I go to bed because I'm like, let me get a good night's rest. I can get up and like practice my class a few times before I actually teach it. And my boyfriend texts me at like 2 a.m, and I just happen to wake up at 2 a.m. He's like, you canceled your class for tomorrow. And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? He's like, my sister texted me and said she got an email that your class is canceled. I'm like, that's weird. So I go to my email, and I have an email from the owner saying that she received some compromising social media videos from me, or like my conduct about me threatening someone's life with a gun, and she absolutely cannot have that associated with her studio, and that the safety of her clients and her business comes first, yada, yada, yada. And she's like, but I am still going to pay you since you put so much time and effort into this, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so I email her back. I sent her this very long, detailed email, like explaining the whole situation from the beginning, like I did with my boss years ago, like how this all started, that this girl is harassing and stalking and bullying me and my friend, trying to ruin our lives. She's also done other stuff to my friend like a year and a half ago, whatever. And I also asked if I could receive a copy of these materials, like said materials that were sent in, so that I could pursue further legal action against her, because I also told her that we went to court already for this 3 years ago. This video was brought up, and I acknowledged and I took accountability for the video. And I left it at that. Since then, I sent her this email on Friday. I also sent her another email 2 days ago. Ghosted. She ghosted me. We were still friends on social media. Like, not only did I still follow the Instagram for the studio, but me and her were friends on like our personal pages. She's posting all over her personal pages. So I removed her as a follower. I unfollowed her, unfollowed the studio, because how is that good business practice? And then it's like, I understand that your business is like important, but also it's like, at what point do you protect your employees? Because in this situation, you're giving the abuser all the power. And it's like, this situation happened 3 years ago, and I never threatened this girl's life. And if you watch the video, like you said, you can see that I never threatened her life. We were laughing, and like I said, yeah, the video was maybe tasteless, but for you to be trying to come for my character and say that, oh, you need your clients to be safe and feel safe, like, you think I'm gonna shoot up the fucking studio? Like, let's be so serious. I'm like probably the least violent person anyone knows. I don't even fight people with my fists. I've never been in a fight, let alone a gunfight that I don't own. Like, let's be so real. And then I just feel like, as a business owner, for you to not even like come to me, like call me, tell me to come in and like talk to me about the situation, and you just terminate me immediately, that's crazy. So I also went to my other bosses at like my bartending jobs, and I asked them, like, had this girl ever try to like send in anything? And they were like, no, but I told them the whole situation, like how I got terminated, and they were like, well, you don't want to work for somebody like that. And I'm like, yeah. And then I called my mom and I told her the situation. She literally said the same exact thing. And I'm like, I don't want to work for somebody like that, but it's just the principle of the situation. Like, I spent so much time and effort training for this. Like, even outside of that, haven't gotten a dime for it. Like, she said she was going to pay me, still has not paid me, because again, she's ghosted me. I'm just so confused. Like, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all can say I'm wrong in the situation. I really don't know, but all I can do is take accountability for like what was said. But that was the only thing that ever happened And then, like I said, we went to court about it, and like I never threatened this girl's life. And if I had threatened this girl's life, I'm sure the restraining order that she tried to file against me would have went through, and it didn't. But for you to just let somebody just like, I don't know, like my character's being defamed, like this is just crazy. So
I'm gonna say that I don't see the issue that you necessarily did something wrong other than being distasteful, but based upon what you said, that can be an interpretation of a threat. You know, if we're going off the premise of what she said in this video, it can be perceived, even though you're saying in like third person and stuff like that. Hey, you should get a knife. Hey, you should get a gun. Based upon the based upon the drama that was going on with your friend. Because if anything, I would be upset with my friend as well, involving me in this foolishness. But nevertheless, it was an insinuation. So you probably not gonna get in trouble with the law, but I'm not finna sit here and act like we don't know what that interpretation was about. That what you said in that video. That's why you keep saying it was distasteful. That's why your mother told you to take it down. And you gotta think, people love to screen record and clip things up, especially without context. But at the end of the day, you gotta take this L once again. And you need to you need to be straight, you need to be straightforward and honest upfront with jobs soon as you get the job. Because I think that if you would have did that person sending that information, like you already know what type of person you dealing with. Even though I know you said it's been over 3 years, you know what type of person you dealing with. And so I don't think it's right that this lady didn't pay you for your time. I don't think that you had to go over and beyond to try to explain yourself, because it kind of makes you look criminal, in my opinion, or that not criminal but guilty, in my opinion, if this story is in fact true. But you really didn't have to go on a whole spiel. You should have told this lady up front. You didn't have to go into that spiel. And bottom line, the internet is forever. I'm pretty sure it's things out here that I've recorded that people got clipped up waiting in the chamber, right? We all, a lot of us have digital footprints. A lot of people in this day and age got digital footprints, and you need to be mindful because you don't know where you're going to be in the future. And so I think that this is just a life lesson learned, and it just goes to show you that everything don't need to hit the internet. You may have been young, acting silly with your homegirl. Y'all just got into it with some more girls. It's drama. It's silly. It's super folly things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I get it and I understand. And I feel for her, but you just got to take this L, baby girl. And I hope other people see this video because no, at the end of the day, this like people got to stop getting on the internet and telling all their business. Even this video, y'all get on the internet and tell all y'all business, and then you semi throwing the Pilates the owner, you throwing them under the bus. It's like y'all be looking for jobs or be wanting this, and then when y'all get fired or y'all get let go, y'all start bashing the jobs as if other jobs are not gonna see what you done said. You could have just left that out. But everybody want to tell their story. Everybody want to be themselves. I gotta be me. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just silly. I think it's just silly. And I'm reading the comments. Like, girl, wrongful termination. As an attorney, do you need an attorney, girly? And I see one person that said, "This is why I don't post where I work in real time." And to be honest, that's a safe way to be. But I think that more importantly, people gotta watch what they say and gotta stop trying to this fame, this instant fame, this social income that everybody is trying to grab a hold to is gonna get a lot of y'all played out because everybody is not well off. Most of us got to work real jobs, 9 to 5. And so, like I state all the time, leave work at work, leave home at home. But sippers, sippets, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it in the comments. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's your boy Mercy. I'm out.